Hey everyone, welcome, I'm MisterBo, and in today's video we're going to be going over all the information revealed yesterday during Bungie's Combat livestream. So Bungie basically showed off how combat is going to be changing just before Destiny 2 Forsaken and going into that expansion, as well as weapon changes. Now I'm going to be pulling all of this information from different Reddit posts who have sort of gathered all the information they talked about in the livestream, so I'll leave a link in the description below to all the different Reddit posts I'm pulling from, as well as the official livestream, so you can go ahead and watch that if you'd like to, if you missed it. So the first thing to talk about is the weapon changes. Now you probably already know about how weapons are changing in terms of slots. You can pretty much have kind of whatever you want now. So in the three normal slots that you're probably used to, you'd have a kinetic weapon, an energy weapon, and then a power weapon. Now in Forsaken they are changing it where you can have a kinetic or an energy weapon in your first slot, a kinetic or energy weapon in your second slot, and then of course you're going to have that power weapon still in the third slot. But they are changing the archetype of some weapons, so you might have some energy shotguns and sniper rifles and even fusion rifles now. So if you really wanted to, you could run 3 shotguns, you could probably run 3 sniper rifles. There was a lot of different options here, but they've already talked about that in previous streams and in previous reveals, so that isn't anything really too new. What is new though is how masterworks are going to be changing on those weapons. So currently you have just one masterwork for your weapon. Well, they're going to be changing how that works. So when you apply a masterwork to a weapon, you will have the chance to level that up 10 times, and that will give you up to 10% boost on a certain stat, meaning that weapon is going to be a lot more powerful in whatever masterwork you choose to put on it. The upgrades cost masterwork cores, glimmer and legendary shards. And at tier 7 of that masterwork you'll gain a new column in your perks section, allowing you to put your kill trackers on, so that's Crucible or in PvE content, and that will count the number of kills you have with this weapon. Now along with the change to masterworks, they are also drastically changing the mod system. So from now on all weapons will have a mod slot except for exotic weapons. And they are completely changing how mods work. Now they're going to have a series of mods. Now we don't know if this is the whole list of them, but these are the ones that we saw in the reveal stream. So you can pick and choose from these mods, and I'll talk about how you get them in just a second. So the mods you have available to put on your gun are Backup Mag, which increases the overall magazine size, Freehand Grip, which increases accuracy and ready speed while firing from the hip, Icarus Grip, which improves accuracy while airborne, Targeting Adjuster, the weapon gains better target acquisition, Radar Tuner, radar immediately returns when you stop aiming down sights, Minor Spec, which deals extra damage against rank and file enemies, Major Spec, which deals extra damage against powerful enemies, Counterbalance Stock, which reduces recoil deviation for the weapon, and Boss Spec, which deals extra damage against bosses and vehicles. Now in order to get these mods for you to actually put them on your weapon, you're going to need to get a weapon. So these mods aren't going to drop from the gunsmith say anymore. In order to get a mod, you'll need to have a weapon drop with that mod on it. Now if a weapon drops with a mod you really like on it but you don't like that weapon, you can dismantle the weapon and then that mod will come off of that weapon and go into your inventory, allowing you to then put it onto any weapon of your choice. So you need to get weapons to get mods and then delete that weapon to get that mod available onto other weapons. Now of course with Destiny 2 Forsaken, weapons are going to be getting random rolls, and a few year 1 weapons are also going to be getting random rolls. The example they showed off in the stream was Better Devils. They showed a Better Devils off with a different bunch of variations of random roll perks, but that's only going to be a few selected year 1 weapons. However, all year 2 weapons will obviously have random rolls except for, again, exotic weapons, which are tuned with a set of perks in mind. Now mods also don't have a booster in terms of light level to them. So before you'd put on a load of mods on your weapons to get that sort of extra 5 light level, so you could be 5 against the max level, well that is no longer the case. So overall I think those are some great changes to the mod system. I think it's going to play a lot better. It's going to allow you to sort of play more to your own preference. Out of the mods there, I think Radar Adjuster for me is going to be a really good one to have in Crucible. And I can't wait to see a full fire team put on boss spec on all their weapons and then try and take on some raid bosses. I think that will be a pretty good strategy. Now one thing to notice is that all these mods don't have a element to them. So like before or currently in game, if you put a mod onto a weapon, it would either be Void, Solar or Arc. Going into Forsaken, when these changes go live, whatever you have on your current weapon will be locked in. So say you have a Uriel's gift that you really like to use and currently you've got it with a Solar mod on it. You might want to make sure you've got the correct elemental mod on your weapons before this goes live, because when this does go live, that will be locked in place and you can't change it anymore. So from there we can go into the Crucible changes that they gave us in this as well, or just changes in general to sort of how subclasses and abilities are going to be working. So of course the time to kill has been slightly reduced, and because of that they're going to need to change quite a few things to make things still feel powerful and still work properly with the time to kill change. So firstly, all shoulder charges are one hit kill again, just like they used to be in Destiny 1. Melee hits are back to 2 hit kills again, which I'm thankful for. It might mean that I actually use some abilities that give me 2 melee charges. Tether will now also activate a lot faster and be more reliable. The Storm Trance for the Warlock has had a damage buff. The Golden Gun duration has been increased. Throwing knives have also had their damage buffed and they are now 2 hit kills. You can now 3-tap kill with a hand cannon, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. The Warlock's Rift has been buffed to account for the quicker time to kill, that is both the Healing Rift and the Empowering Rift. And because of the new changes to the weapons, where you can kind of mix and match your weapons, you will always spawn with special ammo, and that will be 2 shots. Now if you're running 2 special weapons, so maybe 2 shotguns, you'll get a bullet in each of those. So that special ammo of 2 will be spread out between the weapons you have, or if you're just using 1, it'll all go into that 1 weapon. Now when you kill someone in Crucible who has special ammo on them, they will drop that special ammo, allowing you to pick it up, meaning there should always be a flow of special ammo in the map. They've also made some changes to the Ward of Dawn for the Titan, meaning it will be significantly harder for enemies to destroy. Allies inside the Ward of Dawn will have a stronger overshield as well as a buffed melee damage, and that buffed melee damage will allow you to 3-hit melee kill someone who is 100% health in a roaming super. So say someone comes at you with a Storm Trance into your Ward of Dawn, melee hit them 3 times and they're dead. So there you have it, those are the brand new combat changes coming to Destiny 2. Now most of these changes will be coming to the game on August 28th, so the weapon slot changes, etc. But some of these won't go live until Forsaken actually releases on September 4th, like the brand new mod system. So let me know what you guys think of these changes. I think they're going to be some really good changes. It's going to make me want to play Crucible a lot more. Of course, all these changes also affect PvE as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this affects maybe old activities like the Leviathan raid and how it will change going into the brand new expansion. Again, I will leave links in the description below to all the Reddit posts who have sort of nicely compiled all this information together, as well as a link to the stream which you've been seeing on screen. Let me know what you guys think of these changes. Do you think these changes are going to benefit the game? Do you prefer them sort of slowly going back to what we saw in Destiny 1? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful in any way, feel free to give the like button a big old hug, subscribe for more gaming content and coverage, boop that bell to be notified when my future videos go live. Hopefully you guys have an awesome day, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.